Hello everyone, Luke Smith here. It is the 13th, Friday the 13th, here we go. Looking over your shoulder every step that you take today, just in case a piano falls on you. I'm going to be talking a bit more about the strikes. There has been, to be fair, I don't think there has been any updates. There's been like minor stuff going on. From what I heard, is university workers are going on strike now. I think it's for about just over 2 weeks they're going on strike over pay. I looked up how much they get averagely, and it looks like it's done in like sections, like grades, sort of thing. So I don't really understand it as much, but one of them was like 40k a year, and they demand more money, which if I was earning 40k a year, I'd be happy about it. I wouldn't want to strike over that. I'd be happy about getting that sort of money. Yeah, I understand that you need a bit of extra money because price of everything are going up, so obviously you gotta afford it. Bills, TV license. Who the fuck pays their TV license nowadays anyway? I'm not quite sure. Water bill, internet, phone, that sort of thing. If they got Sky TV, streaming services, even though streaming services is more or less a luxury, a bit like Sky TV or TV in general, as well as like money for luxuries like holidays or like fancy stuff, like buy yourself some stuff, like pamper yourself, that sort of thing. Which I understand. If they they want a bit of extra money, however, don't be too fucking greedy about it. I mean, it's a bit like these train driver strikes, which earn like 80 odd k a year. I'd be so set on that sort of money. I'd be like, get me behind one of them trains. I'll soon drive it for 80k a year. So I do think some strikers are being greedy, but some of them, yeah, give them a bit extra, fuck them. But the problem is, they're saying that their government is letting them down. Guess what? I hate to break it to you, but like I said last time, your government does not care about you. Why would the hell would the government care about the little people when they earn millions every single day for themselves? They wouldn't want to spend that on you. Now, why would they spend that on anyone? The government is greedy. You know what the government is like. The nurses' strikes. Now, I'm a bit on the fence about the nurses' strikes. Yeah, they work hard. And they get pushed around a lot at work, especially during the pandemic. They work so hard that they decided to dance on the grave of the sick and elderly and dying of the COVID. So that's why I didn't clap. I did not see the point. They should do it. They should have done their jobs properly. But now they're going on strike over pay, which if a nurse goes on strike, if the nurses go on strike, who the hell is looking after the people in the hospitals? I mean, I've heard like horror stories of people waiting hours upon hours for an ambulance, and they end up fucking dying just waiting for it. So the NHS has got a lot of blood in their hands at the minute, and there has been talks. Well, I'm not quite sure who said it, but a few years ago they said the NHS is not fit for purpose. I can see why. The NHS has been really good when it was first available. Now it's like a roller coaster dipping down. I don't think it's worth anything at the minute. There'd be a lot of people going private and going fucking skint at the same time. But with these long waiting lists and people going in there and coming out dead, with like no staff looking after him, you can't even get a GP nowadays. I tried getting a GP over my foot because like last year could not get one. I basically had to put it up and take a few days off work with it. I remember when we had a family GP, like a family doctor, and he used to be great. Used to like understand you, know everything about the family. Unfortunately, he moved back to India, which was bad because now you see whoever they put in charge of your in your paperwork, so you can see like one person one day and another person another day, sort of thing. It's like it's a different doctor every time you go now. It's like it's not like the same one. What I'm used to is like. So you got to explain everything to these doctors every single time you go. So yeah, it gets a bit awkward. And nowadays you can't even get a doctor to see ya because they're either on strike or off. It's all video call now, which is like my foot. I couldn't see a doctor, so I had to have a Zoom call because there was no one in the office. So it was like a doctor from home sort of thing. So I'm like, bring my foot up to the cameras, like see if how puffy it is. And yeah, it was a bit puffy when it was sore. So yeah, it was pretty bad. And they basically said, put it up, take painkillers. That's about it. So so yeah, I do hope these strikes end soon. However, I think it's going to last for a few months. I'm not going to lie, I know the train drivers' strikes are going to continue throughout the month. But the university staff strikes are going to carry on for like 18 days or so. Something like that. But you know what's going to happen next. Everyone's going to jump on the bandwagon, isn't it? There's going to be like supermarket workers go on strike. I know there was a few day cleaner strike, which I'm not too fussed about because they're only cleaners. Anyone can clean their place without a cleaner, to be fair. Anyway, don't cleaners get paid like underage or something? Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that. I'm just like wondering, like, if it's like the what if the police decide to go on strike next? There will be so much crime. Yeah, there'll be like the purge happening if the police go on strike. Fire services going on strike, that sort of thing. I have seen a little bit more ambulances go to and from the hospitals, so it looks like the ambulances are picking up a little bit now. And the reason why I know that is because where I work, next to my workplace, there is a ambulance shelter, and every single day they go in and out, in and out, in and out to the hospital down the road, down in the next town along. Because the hospital near near my work basically is a 2-town hospital, because the town I work doesn't have a hospital, but the next town does, so that hospital covers both towns as well as anywhere else. So it's a bit confusing, but it's quite a big place. I think my sister went there to when she was pregnant, and she had both her kids there, so it is quite a nice place. I wouldn't want to go back to hospital because want to keep out of them places for as much as possible, because you only go if you're sick or dead. But I think the last time I ever been to hospital was when I was having physiotherapy when I was a little boy, about 2 or 3 years old. That was a hell of a long time ago. But getting on target, getting back on track. Like I said before, these strikes are going to continue. They're going to go as long as they can, and they are going to cause the UK to slow down to a crawl. But if the government decides to like empty their pockets out, if the government does that, then the strikes, hopefully, as long as they're not too fucking greedy like the train drivers, they should be going back to work, but I've got a feeling that the government doesn't give a fucking shit about it. In fact, I bet you they're earning money out of the strikes. So there you go. I'm gonna end it here. This has gone on for way too long. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and there's my support links up there if you want to help and support the channel. You can, and I'll see you guys next time.